Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore Survival. Now, I don't know how functional I'm going to be today. I just woke up from my nap. It was like 5 minutes. And yeah, I'm just fucking tired. I am just exhausted. And I know it's my own fault, you know. Should have gone to sleep earlier, kind of thing, and stuff like that. It's my own stupidity. I get it. But the issue with this kind of nap, sleep, exhaustion, is that you ever wake up? You ever just wake up after falling or only sleeping for like 5 minutes while in a sitting position? Yeah, it's awful. It's very, very awful. Like, I've woken up before from a sitting position and it's just not fun. Because back in not even elementary, that was in what, high school? Yeah, back in high school, I used to sleep during chemistry class. Don't tell my teachers. No, they knew. They knew. It was very obviously sleeping. It's like head down, just one, conk away from hitting the desk. I don't know where I want to put this. Since we have the jungle right nearby, so maybe we'll like replace this with old jungle wood. Doesn't look the best. It looks like rotting wood, but we make do with what we can. We hate everything we can't. It's the good life. So, yeah. I'm actually pretty used to falling asleep while sitting up, and I must tell you, it's not a good scenario. Don't fall asleep while sitting up. You'll wake up with like the most horrible feeling in the world. Like, it is not fun to wake up like that. I've decided that I want to make this good waste of resources right here. Not that I'm really crying for a need on wood, but still. Good waste of resources. Nice. So let's actually cut off this. I got sticks. Let's make a little ladder. Nice. I'm still absolutely exhausted. I think I'm gonna actually bring this all down by 1. If I bring this down here, remember when we can't actually jump on that. I put it like right there. Still can't jump on it. Maybe this wasn't a good idea to build like a loft. Maybe we'll just, you know, settle with wooden texture. And why am I building with slabs? That's the only thing I had in my inventory. It looks a little bit more natural. But I must say the oak I feel like I should change the wood to something else because I'm really picky, but I'm also just not feeling it, not feeling the change. Okay, so now that we've built Tweedledum, we need to remember what our actual course of action is. That's not good. We have the Pillager Tower over there. We have jungle over there. Ocean. Fire. That'd be a good place for a lighthouse, actually. Or for like a wizard tower kind of thing, you know? Noise. Give me that good stuff. Give me that good grumblies. Okay, what do we have? One. Thank you. This. Okay. And then let's just rip some shit over here. I don't want to use any of the pre-built tunnels. Honestly, those tunnels are kind of gross. Look at how fast those things grow. Kind of disgusting. I build like a waste bin for that shit. Out of my house. Off my land. No. I was kind of thinking using that as like a starting spot for a mine, but it's also like that's really dumb, and I don't want to do that. So I guess because the mine doesn't have to be fancy or glorious, does it? No. But we should keep it in line with the things that we have actually. I don't have any cobblestone. Right there. Nice. You gotta make sure you remember to, number 1, light up your mines, and number 2, give it the space it deserves. It sucks to be hitting your skull on the stupid thing. And we're not stupid. We're not actually going to be staying out here all night. We are stupid. We are very stupid, but we do recognize how dangerous that is. I feel like I should get some cobblestone stairs. Like that. Oh man, this as I said, I woke up from my nap, and it was a very short nap, because usually when you're sleeping sitting up, you don't sleep for very long. Like, it's actually very difficult for the human body to sleep while sitting up, because, you know, we have to balance ourselves while we're sitting. And so, you don't often sleep very long when you're doing that. In my case, I really didn't sleep that long. On that? No. That? There was like a noise. It was very weird. But no, I've had practice in high school, all that good stuff, because, you know, not like school teaches you much anyways. Hell, I still got a B average in that class and I slept. That either shows how smart I am, or just how useless... Well, no, it was useless. I fucking practiced. I was sleeping in chemistry, and chemistry ain't gonna be teaching me jack shit in my life. Like, chemistry ain't gonna be teaching me jack shit. I know how to make mustard gas, but that didn't have to be taught on chemistry. I learned that from just watching really simple YouTube episodes. Because apparently that's a thing I never knew I needed to learn. Getting freaked out because I was doing the math wrong in my head. And that's why we have spare pickaxes. Pickaxe! I can't believe we ran out of coal last time. Like, that's a ridiculous statement. Like, we went delving for a long time and we ran out of coal. Now, it doesn't matter what our stairway is really made out of, since we'll be covering it up with cobblestone at a future date anyways, so that's really not the biggest thing, including the roof. The only thing that really matters is that we make a proper incline without any mistakes, ever. No mistakes are allowed in this world. You make a mistake, you die. Well, you know, that's how I like to see it. No, it's not. It's not how I like to see it. That's a sad way to live. But yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure that this feeling, because it's like a burst of adrenaline when you wake up like this. I do believe it's a survival thing. Either that or it could just be shock and alarm from being woken up suddenly. Either option, it's something. Right? Right. There we go. Still, it's something, and it's like, because for me it feels like it's a get up and go, not necessarily a good go, but it's like it makes me alert enough in the event of a danger. Like, let's say my house was on fire. That's a bit topical. Let's say my house was flooding. it's like, well, that's a bit tropical. No, it just does feel like a get up and go kind of situation. Or if I was to be like attacked by a predator, I could immediately start taking action instead of having that groggy, slowly getting up kind of feeling. I'm using up a lot of torches on this. It's okay. Not like I need those torches for anything. Nah, I definitely don't need them. How many blocks have I gone down? I'm only at 48. 47. Who wants to dig in the dark? 46. 45. 44. 3. I am in pitch black. I can only ever so slightly see what I'm doing. I hear water. I don't know what number I'm on. I lost count. I think I'm in the 30s, coming on like 32. Hey, I was on 32 exactly. Look at how magical that is. 29. It's a cave. It's a mine shaft, actually. What am I... It's a mine shaft. We're closing up a little bit. And there's iron. Nice. Totally useful, totally useful. Don't hate it. Gotta love it. I love iron. Now I feel like I'm only gonna keep one spawner. Unless it's like an actual mob spawner. Because I honestly hate spiders. Big cave spider spawners. How about you shut up? See, that's not nice. We don't like that. We don't do stuff with that. We kind of get scared. We don't vibe. We just don't vibe. Can't believe they do that to me out of the blue. We're at like what, 20, 30? We were at like what, 27? I think we're at like 27. Hard to tell when you're not actually keeping that much track. At the very least, we won't be running out of cobblestone for a little while. Was that a cave? It is a cave. It's another spot of the mob, of the spawner. Nice. I think I gotta actually bring it up by 1 and then bring that down here. Okay, I think that's enough exploring in that specific tunnel. Hmm. No. He just kind of appeared. We don't deal with ghosts. This game was not meant to have ghosts. Hmm. Bad habits die hard. I don't usually have a shovel on me. Or not on my hotbar, at least. Asshole. Well, I guess you're not an asshole anymore. You found me... Was that iron? Yeah, we are going to block up the entranceways that we're not going to deal with yet. Because that's how you die if you don't do that. That's not a good sound. Nice. Oh, tripstone. Nice, nice. Totally worth it. I totally love it. I get it. Why is the tripstone? Right now we've hit the point where it's both the most practical and the most impractical thing to stay in the mine. Because the mine is now host to everything. All of the resources we could ever need are in the mine, aside from food. And you could technically eat rotten zombie flesh, so you could... Like, you could survive entirely in the mine. Let's... You know, I turned up the hostile mob sound, or... Not the smartest thing to do. Zombies are way too loud. Not a big fan of the whole zombie thing. Really doesn't get my Ghiblies hard. Makes them very soft, actually. Makes them very loose. Does not excite me in the slightest. I promise. Nice. Heard there was gonna be a fucking spider spawner. So I really don't want to deal with that. So we are just kind of marking out areas without doing too much about them. No looting, no nothing, you know, that it's a little different than our normal method. And I'm taking this approach because, I don't know, fuck you. Stop asking for my methods, Christ. What are you, a cop? Just let me live my own life in peace. Let me do my own methods in peace. I don't need to spill myself out for you. I'm not working for your life. Nah, maybe I am actually. It's kind of sad. Ooh, glow squid. Nice. Oh, God. Gross. Did you know that no one likes bats in Minecraft? They're even worse than phantoms. And phantoms are annoying as all shit because you can't hit them. Imagine if you couldn't hit a phantom and it didn't drop anything. I feel like bats should become a way to get like bat wings, which then could be like used to repair elytras. Like, I know there's books of mending and shit like that, but it's like gather 9 bat wings and then you can make one whatever item to increase the health of your, or repair the durability of your elytra. That would be interesting. That would make it use to just having bats in the game, because they're kind of useless. They are useless. There is no kinda there. But this isn't even in the cave anymore, or in the thingamabob. This is just... Where down is that? We're on like 13 there? Almost diamond level. I would love to, but I really also just don't want to. Yoink. We're gonna have to actually clear out all of this area at a future date. Like, I'm really picky. Excessively picky when it comes to making progress. There's some lapis everywhere. Gotta like that. In fact, now that lapis actually has a purpose beyond blue dye, it's actually good to collect it. Almost important, even. Who knew? Maybe we could do that with the bat wings. Kif. Bad thing is that these places take up a lot of torches. Like a loot of torches. I need to clear it out. I fucking love running through these areas when there's nothing in the way. That becomes almost like an obsession for me. Let's leave that now. We could use the water bucket to get rid of it or something else later on. We're not going to go down there yet. Ooh, glowberries. Nice. Gotta love those. Never had them sprout. I had them once in a different world. Never had them sprout. Not a single dime for me. Okay, let's keep going back up then. Actually... like that, this. I need some more wood. Thank you for your sacrifice. I will not forget it, though I will also not remember it, so... take it as you will. Means I'll forget it. Also, with having a thing like that so close to our base, it means our plants are almost always going to be in frame or whatever it's called. in chunk, close to the chunk. Staircase. I really hate doing. Okay, we still need a few more. Like, what's that? One thing more. Hey, we even got some pumpkins growing. Nice. Should be like one thing more, right? I'm hoping so. I only built one thing more. Close enough. I think we have some half slabs in our base. Now let's just chuck that, chuck that, that. Add that. That. Okay. I don't think we really need the stone hoe, but we do need the axe. It seems like the pathing works. We can stop them from growing by using paths. Okay, so this, that, that's melon, pumpkin, pumpkin, melon, 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 melon. That's pretty nice. Nice. Then we go, what? There we go. Well then, that's unfortunate. We used a lot of sticks there, and most of those sticks we got from just the trees. I mean, pretty much all the sticks we got from just the trees. Looking at the different colors is gonna screw me up. Okay, the looking at the different colors almost screwed me up. It's hard to tell distance, or when the patterns change like that seemingly irregularly, it makes it difficult. All of this is going to be growing pumpkins and melons at some point. All of it. Amazing. I need to make another... How quickly does this break? Not very quickly. Once I get the soak touch, it's just gonna rip down. I could use the deep slate cobblestone. Or deep slate stone for the thing. That would be smart. Okay, so now that I have all this, I can start putting together something related to a farm box. What do I need? I need iron. Iron, iron, no iron. That. Good. This. Oh, I just heard my shoulders do a severe crack. That was just a kunk. I'll be feeling that in a week. Okay, what do I need? I need wood. Got cobblestone. I have all the cobblestone I could ever need. Get that iron. Let's get that iron. That food is cooking. We don't need to open that. We're going back in the cave. We're turning this almost all the way down their spot into our like little living zone. Awesome. Let's build a mine thing. I need to build a secondary pickaxe, and this is so much slower than iron. Holy shit. But I need to save all the iron for pickaxes. For now. We're just gonna clear out this strip until we get to the end of that spot. Because we don't know what's all the way over there. Kind of weird to think that have a water bucket on a hotkey. Now this fence position with having just one block there is useful until you start facing baby zombies. That's when it gets a little counterproductive. Please die. Just go away. Just fuck off. Go away. No one likes you. No one likes me. No one likes either of us, but I'm still better somehow. Okay. I don't like how they made it so rails don't get picked up by water. I used to love being able to just pick up an entire track of rails in these caves. Like, that was probably the only time that I actually liked it. In all honesty, most of the other times were probably a nuisance for everyone else. But I like picking up tracks with rails because it was less annoying than having to actually go down and mine them all. Now I have to mine them all. Now if they did the same thing for cobwebs, that would be really dumb. Although cobwebs are actually a lot stronger than you'd think, and it would take a lot more than just a simple bucket of water to actually get rid of one. Now, getting rid of the spider is a different habit, but getting rid of a cobweb is a different beast altogether. I don't know why there's lava there. I don't know why there's lava noises. Why is there lava noises? I don't like those noises. In my opinion, they're not good noises. I've never found lava to be a good noise. Is that why it wasn't working? Because there was fucking lichen underneath it? Such a weird word, lichen. Lycanthrope. I'm having a little bit of a stroke, trying to think of words and also just generally what to say. But it's okay. I do believe strokes come in pairs, so I'm hoping I'm not the only one having a stroke. Might not be the best thing to hope for, but misery loves company. At least that's what I've been told. I've realized that that might be why I have a perplexity to enjoy other people's suffering. Like, minor suffering. Not big things like, you know, someone getting stuck in traffic because the person in front of them is talking on the phone. It's annoying if I was to be the person, but it's kind of funny to watch. Or someone getting a pretty mean prank pulled on them. Again, sucks for the person involved, but it's kind of funny to watch. Like, I'm not gonna curb my laughter. I don't understand what this area is for. I feel like it's just so weirdly located. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like the music is just... It's too loud for me, and that's the big thing. Because I have to think and play and talk and commentate on my own self because my cat's not gonna do it. He's just gonna go there going meow meow. And even if that was commentation, I can't fucking understand you, buddy. You go meow 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 meow, and I'm like, well, what do you mean? I didn't know Jonesy was a whore. Like, Jonesy didn't look like that to me. Thank you. Jonesy looked like she was on the up and up, you know? Jonesy's not really a girl's name, but still, she looked like she was on the up and up. There's a chest. More glowberries. I wonder what the game's trying to tell me. Oh, goodbye. I wonder if they ever thought of adding cranberries into the game. feel like it would become an even bigger meme if they did. Anyone remember that "I want to spike cranberry" thing from a while back? I feel it could become like that. Zoink. A lot of bats nearby, and that's an issue. Fucking useless creatures. Like, I understand you eat bugs, but there's no bugs in Minecraft for you to eat. Go be useful for the ecosystem somewhere else. Like, honestly, that's... A lot of them eat bugs, some of them eat fruits, and very few of them actually eat, like, meat. Did you know that butterflies, drink tears from turtles? I do believe that if they have an open wound, they'll also drink the blood. Now, I'm not certain if butterflies will make wounds in turtles to drink blood, but they do drink turtle blood. Kinda funky. In fact, even just thinking about it gets my toes curling. Not a big funky fan. Not a big fan of the serious funk. Damn, there's definitely a lot of room to be worked on in this cave. Lots of floors. Lots of disconnected floors as well, so that's good. Oh look, there's the zombie we heard. I mean, what? There was a zombie? Now why didn't anyone tell me? I see. There's a cave up there that I didn't notice until right now. Definitely would be a danger to just abandon it. Ooh, geode. Definitely would be a danger to just abandon it. That is a big cave. That's what she said. Never let me make that laugh again. Not even a real laugh, it's just nightmare. It's just pain. There's lava underneath us, something above us, zombies around us, and big cave. Yay! Haven't even found the mob spawner yet, and there's already surrounded by nightmare. We're not going to dig too far into this cave. In fact, we're not going to dig too far into any of the caves, really. There. Now that can just stay closed off forever. I don't really need amethyst for anything, so thanks a lot, game. I used to use swords to cut cobwebs. Not the smartest idea. Like, it works, in fact it's a lot faster than using your hands. It's just the fact that it cuts down on the sword's durability. Better to just use a water bucket. Yeah, I kind of probably should have thought about that. Was I clearing this out? I was clearing this out, that's right. See, I do get a little bit lost sometimes when I'm going through here, but that's mostly out of just habit. Like, if I had it down pat for the habit, I'd be fine. It's kind of weird you can now use fucking rails to block water. It's pretty neat, it's just also really weird. Let's see if I went like this and go ch-ch-ching like that. This way we keep it somewhat intact with the reality of the situation. There's the zombie over there. And it can connect it back this way. That's where we normally are. Nice. So it's important to kind of take this floor by floor. Jumping up and down floors like I was doing is kind of really dumb and risky. Leaving spaces wide open while they're still shadowed is also really dumb and risky, so... Don't know why I did that. Probably because I'm dumb and risque. Nah. I don't know what to talk about today, you know? Like, I usually have some vibe. Now that's smart. Using lava to clear out your dungeons, smart. Except for also not very smart. I mean, like, it's good if you want to have a drink of water or of lava. Like, imagine it. You sit down for a nice picnic in your little mine shaft. You open up your lava bucket. Bada bing, bada boom. You're golden. You get a nice little sip of it. Now I'm wondering, what is the consistency of lava? Fuck, why'd you make me start thinking of this? What is the consistency of lava? Because it can't be thin like water, right? Because it's molten rock. But it's so superheated that it can literally move pretty close to the speed larva? Is that just larva spelt weirdly? Now larva is like the first form of maggot of an insect. Maggot is just the general term used, but it's like the grub or the maggot. I do believe they're used interchangeably. I don't know if you were asking me that in actuality, or if one of us was having a stroke. Or if I'm just getting punked, you know, it could be just getting punked. Because we're talking about lava. Lava. L-A-V-A. Lava. It's not It's not Liarva. Larva. So you're saying it's like larva? Give me some good old larva. I need some good old larva over here. Get me in my water bottle. I need it in my bottle. I need some water bottle with my larva. My larval derval. Maybe I should stop. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a stroke here as well. Text, trying to understand words through text is a very difficult thing. Larval derval. Now I know what people might be thinking. Why are you doing this when you could just walk through larval? Have you seen a server? Now this is a larva. Nah, James. Bruce. Now this. This is a larva. We found ourselves a larva, James. Yeah, I died. I met some piglins in the nether and I was like, hey, you wanna die? And they were like, right back at you. It didn't end up good for me. They were much better prepared to give me the die. You know, that sounds like a doctor's advice, and I don't trust doctors. You know, they say, just stop dying, and I'm like, I'm trying, doc, but I just can't. It's in my DNA. You know, you just never trust doctors, especially when they say just stop. Just stop getting sick. And I'm like, I can't, it's the drugs. And they're like, we're not even giving you drugs. Where are you getting that? I'm like, Marcus? They're like, who the fuck is Marcus? And I'm like, Marcus the drug dealer. He works at the store. And then Marcus gets, you know, the police called on him, and it's like, why'd you rat out Marcus? And I'm like, well, he didn't give me a good deal. Got me sick, he didn't give me a good deal when I asked for a refund. You know, it was just a big thing, big drama with Marcus. No one likes Marcus. No one likes me anymore. I ratted on Marcus. Yeah, okay. I don't trust the Red Sox, so, you know, looks like we both have our sports issues. What you doing down there? What you doing down here? What you doing? Softer than a baby's bottom. I'm wondering if I'm like having a bit of a stroke. With how insane I'm acting, I might be having a stroke. Chest. Thank you. So we don't need to come back this way ever again. We've looted up everything in the walls. Well, I mean, definitely not the same kind of lotion a white man uses. If you get my drift. It doesn't even make sense as a joke. What am I doing? I'm a failure of a comedian. My comedic career is over before it even begins. I don't really ever want to be a comedian. Honestly, their lives are probably horrible. Like, no joke. Just, like, you gotta respect them. It takes a lot of effort to pull off a joke, and it takes the right kind of vibe to give a joke proper, especially like jokes that are dark humor. Like, you gotta build your relationship with your audience to give jokes like that. But comedians have a hard time, especially when there's people that are belligerent or just straight up rude to them. It's like, why? Like, it's weird to think that people would just give death threats over simple things like jokes or other events. It's like, why? Don't we all? We all know one too many racist jokes. I don't want to hear them. Not today. We all know one too many racist jokes. I'm gonna need some more cobblestone porn. I didn't say that out loud, did I? Oh no! We have a lot of stuff to clean up. Great thing is that our melon farm is going right. Sunshine? Melon. Melon! I've got me some melons! Oh, you're calling me sunshine. I get it. I'm the light of your life. You know, that's what they all say. That's what they all say. And then they find out who I really am, and they're like, wow, I could not have judged you more incorrectly. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, you're not really sunshine, you're just a really close light bulb. And I'm like, oof! It's like really painful and mean to say, and they're like, well, it's true. And I'm like, I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying it's really mean to say. The bat over there. Well, of course I talk too much. That's my job. I can't believe it. You're being racist against my job? No, this ain't my job. Fuck that. I work at a low-end grocery store. What am I talking about? What? Everyone's gotta start... Well, I mean, like, you don't want me to talk. That's being racist against my job. It's my job's a talker. I mean, like, can't you call any kind of, like, bad comment racist nowadays? That's a joke. That's a joke. If only it was $2 per item, then I'd be fucking rich. There's a lot of items that go through a store. Nah, I get paid $2 to watch the other people scan items. I get that good money. They don't even get paid $2. They get like 5 cents. They don't even know how dumb they are. Like, seriously. What a bunch of losers. Blink. Oh yeah. Getting paid the good bucks. You know, shit's up when you're getting paid the good bucks. Where is that zombie? Scamming the street. He's up there. You know, that would make sense. That would take forward thinking to have recognized that he was up there. I'm happy that I'm proven that I'm a genius. Happy that I've proven that. Yeah, I'm getting paid more than Jody. Honestly, we can fuck Jody. Don't fuck Jody. Jody can go fuck himself. No one likes Jody, honestly. Like, she seems a lot more like a Stacy, but we can't call her that. That's racist. You know? And Stacy was much more of a Karen, but that's Stasis. And you can't call anyone a Karen unless their name is Karen, and then it just becomes a cycle. That's actually... We do actually have a literal Karen in our business. Her name is Karen, and she's a full, straight up... She is the epitome of her name. I know, you have to call the police on me. I called someone a Karen, I get it. Take this as an admission of guilt for the crimes that I've committed, please. The world's unfair. Honestly, prison might be a better place to go. Joke. Yes, I do have stick. I got stick beats. Nah, I don't got stick beats. I got sick lyrics, though. I got sick raps. Not that I'm gonna tell you. I don't expose my sick raps to anyone. I got the sniffles, though. I don't know why. I think it's because my room is more hot than I expected. I need to, like, get a humidifier in my room. Actually, no, that would be a very bad idea. I have a lot of electronics in my room, and books. I think having a humidifier in here would be a very bad idea. Like, as comfy as a humidifier might be. Yeah, I actually have real books in my room. I personally prefer to read from my phone. Nah. Maybe one day. It's definitely not that impressive. And my bookshelf is not that impressive either. What do I have over there? I have a book about the Holocaust. That's a fun book to read. It's specifically about the Jews in their internment camps. It's a great book for the children. In fact, I think I stole it from my school library. Oops. It actually is a good book to read. Like, no joke. It's actually really cool to see the actual story of what a person who went through had experienced. Monte Cristo. No, that's not good. Welcome and thank you. How's it going? Welcome to the party. But no, it's actually a really cool book. It's called Maus, M-A-U-S, and it's the actual story of a Jew that went through, it wasn't even from Scholastic, so it's not like it's a book fee. It just happened. And it's not like a novel, it's a picture book. It's like the person came back, told their story to their son, and their son illustrated it in the book. It's like a snippet of history, a pure snippet. Well, I mean, like, oh yeah, on the grind. I'm really particular about my mine shafts. I do not like them being cluttered with all the sticks and bricks and all the shits and giggles. So I make sure they're clean. I make sure they're really clean. It doesn't even break the fucking lichen. The moss. The glow lichen. Fuck, I hate that word. Because I think about it as the way it's spelt, and it's spelt lichen, L-I-C-H-E-N, but it's said as lichen. It is lichen. Let's see. I used to play Halo a lot. Anyone else like Halo? Back when Halo was actually fun? Like Halo 3? Like, that's when I stopped playing Halo. Not for a lack of trying, I never got a next-gen Xbox, and I ended up going PlayStation. I think what really sold me on the PlayStation was when Xbox decided that backwards compatibility, always online, and other things were like, yeah, no, that's not smart. Oh, damn. The first three are actually pretty good. I mostly grew up on Halo 3, but Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2 are pretty good. But no, I really got sold on the PlayStation when Xbox, what was it, the Xbox One came out, and they were like, it's always online, you literally can't play disc games from other people. Like, there was a couple issues that they did that was just not good business, not they weren't thinking properly that day. Might have had a few too many puffs on their cigarettes. Don't smoke, kids, or else you end up like Microsoft. Dumb. Nah, they're good. What other dumb games do I got there? I got really old 2000s era Counter-Strike on disc. I've never played it, it's just there. You know, I first got Minecraft the very first time I got Minecraft was for the PC. I played it on a really shitty computer. I literally had to play it on like 2 render distance. Like, it was literally... What am I sitting at? I'm sitting at 14. I had to play it on 2. It was awful. It was definitely an experience, but it was awful. Like, it didn't stop me from playing Minecraft in the slightest, but... Now that's not because I can see the sky. Somewhat is, but... Look at that. Look at that. You can't see jack all. And that's how I played on Minecraft. I think sometimes I was able to actually set it up to like, what? 4? Maybe sometimes 6. And that's about as much as I'd be able to see. Now I can see all the way out there. It's not, you know, full game, you know, great render, but still. But then again, that was back when Minecraft didn't have things like pillagers and stuff. Like, all it had was skeletons, enders, other stupid mobs, like having a little bit of a stroke, creeper zombies. Much different time. Much different time. What am I going? I'm going not this way, apparently. Really? And how's that going for you? I don't really play roleplays anymore. I did when I was younger. In fact, I used to play roleplays on Roblox. Anyone remember Roblox? Did you know that's still running? Roblox, and one of the weirdest things about Roblox is that people call Roblox in and of itself a game. But Roblox is not a game. There is no such game that is Roblox. Roblox is a player like Steam, and in fact, it provides people the ability to create games. Like, but no, it was a very long time ago that I was active into Roblox, like roleplay and stuff like that. Granted, the roleplays that I got into were... No, I misread that. I thought you were calling me a pussy. I was like, and any further comments and criticisms? But no, I used to play things like, you could basically call it handheld Civilization. Kind of like how people would actually play with Legos back in the time. Yeah, I got that after I said the comment. There's dripstone. Handheld Lego, you know, regular Lego. How you'd be able to place stuff around and be like, oh hey, this is X, this is Y. Well, there was a game on Roblox, there was actually a couple during the time that I was playing, that you could basically do that and be like, hey, this is a soldier, this is whatever, I'm invading Argentina. Whatever, like, it was basically Civilization, but handheld. And it was fun, it was really fun. Another game, fuck, when I first... when I first joined Roblox, because you can kind of see the era that Roblox is in based on the games that are being created. No, I have not defeated the End Dragon yet. We're running Gold and Iron with, like, rare with what? Protection 3? Protection 3. We're nowhere close to the End Dragon. Haven't even stepped foot into the Nether this time. But yeah, you can kind of see the era. Thanks for letting us know. You can see the era of what games are popular on Roblox. When I first joined, games such as Obbies, which are obstacle courses, and Tycoons, were super popular. Whereas nowadays, it's more like I'd say role plays, but I hesitate to call them role plays. Like, it's very clickbait cringe kind of stuff nowadays. It's kind of sad to see how far it's fallen. Was this Blackstone? It's the geode. You know, that would make sense. I think we found this geode earlier. We did not find this geode earlier. So now we have two geodes literally right beside each other. Maybe, but you've also had, what is it? I don't know if you've beaten it on hardcore, where a single death is a lot bigger loss. I very rarely ever go to the end to kill it myself. I just end up playing it and then dying before I ever get there, which is also very sad. I've dedicated a lot of time to Minecraft recently. It is kind of sad. You know, there was a time back in high school when Minecraft was cringe, and I stopped playing Minecraft for fear of being considered cringe. And when I think about it nowadays, I really shouldn't have cared, because I was already cringe and no one liked me. Like, people tolerated me, but no one liked me. No one would have said shit about me playing Minecraft. Damn, speedruns? Now that's a hard task. I've been thinking about getting into those, but it's like, I do not have the skill or patience for that. Like, I don't even know what to do for that kind of stuff. I'm thinking of streaming a couple other different games, though. Like, sometimes I do some Wasteland 3. It's a fancy, funky game. I like it. Kind of difficult, very difficult. Don't like it, it's very difficult. Don't play it. But do play it. It's a good game. Speedrunning or Wasteland 3? Because I can only expect that speedrunning is super painful. Because you either gotta get it spot on or you lose it all. And just the amount of times you have to go back over and over and over, it would probably be breaking. Soul breaking at that. Like, I don't even do speedruns, and Minecraft breaks my soul sometimes, because I play hardcore, as I'm doing right now. And so a single death really hurts. It really hurts. Like, what, we pumped in like 16 hours, 18 hours, 20 hours, something like that? Yeah. I think I tried to speedrun Mori or something like that, It's a cute little game. I might try and speedrun it one more time later on. And I got stuck on the final boss, and I just kept fucking up, and every single time, like, I knew I wasn't losing too much time, and it's not like I was ever going to get, you know, top 10 with that kind of run in general. But I just kept screwing up on the boss, and it felt like every single death or mistake was like grating on my nerves. It was awful. I do not want to do that again. I would really rather not ever have to do or feel that awful again, but I know I will. I'm going to make sure I do. Is that kind of sadistic? A little bit. Like, can't deny it's kind of sadistic. I need to put a fucking staircase here. I don't like jumping. Nice. Nice. Can you turn a dripstone block? Not. What's the point of having a dripstone block? Does it just produce dripstones? Like, pointed dripstone? What the fuck's the point? Yeah, I was putting it off for a good while. In fact, I'm putting off a couple of important tasks, like putting up a shelf. And yeah, I'm trying to put up a cupboard for my snacks because I like having snacks in my room that are only for me and only me, because I'm a fucking hoarder that doesn't share. Or at least a piece of shit. But I accept it, you know, I accept my faults. I'm just a disgusting human being that does that, though. Not accepting my faults up. Yeah, the issue is the effort. Like, it's not even a hard task. Like, I already have it measured out. I just have to drill holes and put it up. But it's so much easier to just lounge in bed and read, or lounge in bed and play Minecraft. Aw, thank you, sweetie pie. My sweet muffin. No. That reminds me of a time, like, anyone else remember that saying, "Oh, you poor muffin"? Like, that was an actual saying. Calling someone a muffin, it's like, it's basically just calling someone a pussy. Or, like, someone who complains about stuff that's really not that bad. It's like, he stole my cookie! Oh, muffin! Unfortunate for you. Like, I was called muffin for a little while, and then I stopped complaining because I realized what it was. Like, sweet pea is endearing. Yeah, but princess, everyone knows what you're meaning. By calling someone a muffin, it's a little bit more smooth, hidden under the radar. Less people are going to be agitated about it. Or sweet pea, that's a good one, or peanut. Both of those are more endearing, though. Sweet pea and peanut are both endearing. Awesome, that's another tunnel cleaned. Did we clear up this side? We did not. That's kind of funny. It's kind of sad, but it's kind of funny. Gotta love children, right? Gotta love children. You know, I never really got into fights back when I was younger. There's a couple reasons for that, one of them being that my mother was always like, take the high ground. Don't fight with people. But if you do fight with people, make sure you win and fuck them up. Like, if you're gonna fight, make sure you fight hard, kind of thing. I just never had to really fight. All the people that were trying to pick fights with me, I just kind of blew off as like, you're just a bunch of fucking idiots, aren't you? And like, yeah. Didn't actually agree with me. They tried to pick fights even harder. Unfortunately for them, I was immune to stupidity. No, that's not true. I'm not immune. I am just like the epitome of stupidity. I am the existence. I am the one who clocks. That is our little geode hunter. Nice. Yeah, well, for a long time I was not 6 foot. Because I'm 6'1" as well. But for a very long time I want to say maybe 5'3". But when I hit grade 11, 10. Yeah, no, I'm not 14. For me, I think mine growth spurt came when I was like 16, 15, 16. And I just fucking just sprouted like a weed. And then I never grew a centimeter taller. Kinda sad. Can't imagine being so tall at such a young age. Like, it's young for me, in my opinion. 14 is pretty young for me. But it's like, it's such a weird age to be, or unique age to be so tall. Especially when everyone else around you is like, maybe 5 foot. Or close to 5 foot, because they'll go through their growth spurt, like, what, a year or two later? Some people were naturally taller, some people weren't. Remember this one female student? She was pretty much a giant for most of my high school career. At least she was a giant for me. To me. And once I hit my growth spurt, it's like, oh yeah, I guess you're pretty short, aren't you? Because I grew taller than her. It's like, haha. Ouch. Well, you know, late bloomers can grow pretty tall as well, so... I guess he's just holding his breath. Tell him to drink more milk. Or milk. It's weird how people can say the same word in different... I want to say accents, but that's not much of an accent, is it? That's just changing the fundamentals of a word. From changing it from milk to mulk. That's a lot of skeletons. Thank you, but we don't like to deal with you. It's a bit late in the evening for me to be drinking milk. I used to love milk. I used to fucking drink that shit. I could probably chug like a full 4 liter in like a day, 2 days if I was drinking milk hard. But that's back when I was really drinking it, like to an unhealthy degree. It's very important that you drink milk in moderation. Number 1, milk's expensive. Like, holy fuck, milk is expensive. Unless you got the money to fork out for, you know, 30 bucks worth of milk a month, don't be drinking it like it's water. I'm not even kidding. Like, unless you got that money, unless you got that milk money, don't be doing that. A 3 liter? What the fuck is a 3 liter? I have never once in my life seen a 3 liter jug. Like, we sell 1 liters, we sell 2 liters, and we sell 4 liters. Like, hell, I think in, what is it, Ontario? People sell bags of milk as well as regular by the side milk, but still. That's Ontario, or Quebec. That's the French people. We don't talk about the French people. We're kind of trying to... No, we're not even trying to get rid of them. They're trying to get rid of them. You know, it's kind of sad because it's true. The French side of Canada is trying to get rid of the French side of Canada by not letting it be a part of Canada. It's a very complicated scenario that be very vocal. I don't think that would work. I don't think breast milk holds the right proteins and enzymes to make cheese. So I think your fantasy is going to fall flat. I had kefir the other day. Kefir's like, as far as I know, kefir was like a yogurt, like a watery yogurt. I've never had kefir before. I've only ever had things like, I've only ever had yogurt, and I like yogurt. Hell, I've had drinkable yogurts before, and they are tasty. I like myself a nice glass of drinkable yogurt. It was awful. I don't know how best to describe it, but it was awful. Like, and the packaging didn't even say yogurt on it, which is what I expected, because I think I've had kefir drinks before, and they are basically yogurt. So the packaging said fermented milk. Not even yogurt, fermented milk. And I was like, okay, that's unique, but, you know, I'll give it a try. Might as well try it before the customers do, kind of thing. Give it a nice little, so I can be able to describe it to other people. Something we do quite frequently. And it was about as smooth and runny as regular milk, you know? You wouldn't be able to tell a difference at the glance. Yeah. I've definitely changed a lot since I first made my first video. I don't know if it's for the better. I'm probably a little bit more sad now, realizing that life is a lot more disastrous than I was expecting. Nah, no, I still don't got those. In fact, I think since then they've kind of retracted. So, you know, we just make do with what we can, okay? We don't talk about that. It's a little bit of a black spot in my opinion. It's just mean. Just mean, don't talk about it. I'll kill you. I'll kill your dog, Sally. If you don't have a dog named Sally, I'll kill someone else's dog who I know is named Sally. Don't make me kill Sally. Don't make me an animal killer. I might like it. That's a weird thought to think about. Enjoying someone's suffering to such a degree that you become a murderer, or just a straight-up psychopath. Like, I enjoy people's basic suffering pretty well. You know, someone gets hit in the balls, it's funny, kind of thing. But I don't think I could ever enjoy suffering to such a degree that I could kill someone out of that kind of sadistic glee. I'm pretty confident that I could kill someone out of self-defense. You know, push came to shove, I do believe that I have the skills. Or, not even the skills, the chutzpah, the guts, the will to take on that kind of issue. But I definitely don't have the chutzpah, guts, or will to be that kind of sadist. It's a very strange predicament. Lava. Nice. Hey, Beaner. How's it going? You just gonna vibe there on the bed? Acting like you're the king of shit tower? Well, good job. 'Cause once I'm over there, I'm going to full-on belly slam that spot. You are going to have broken rib cages. Multiple broken rib cages. You only have one rib cage, but I'm gonna break all of them. Be going a bit too hard on the evil character today. Thank you for telling us. It is always good to know everything that happens to you. Honestly, knowing your schedule is like the key part of my day. I'll make a note for this exact time for next week. I'm not gonna make a note. Don't be asking me to make a note. I don't make notes anymore. You know, I still have papers from back when I was in high school. I have an old chemistry textbook, or not even textbook, it's a chemistry binder, and it's full of old papers back from when I wrote chemistry notes. Fuck, if I look through it, I'm pretty sure that I almost broke the binder with how many papers I had this stuff in there. just from notes alone. Like, I wrote on loose leaf and stuff like that. Granted, I used the binder itself for actually multiple subjects, but still. But still. I really hate the bats. Very useless animals. Very useless in Minecraft, specifically. Only Minecraft. Very useful in the real world, actually. Bats are great for the real world. I'm not even kidding, bats are actually really great for the real world. Like, they very much help prevent parasites and diseases from spreading. Thank you. Needed this. It's weird to think about how useful spiders are for the average household. Like, everyone hates spiders. No one really likes spiders. Like, it's hard to find a person who actually says, "Oh yeah, I like spiders." But even though I don't like spiders, I do respect them. Like, I've gotten to this opinion where it's like, "Love you too, boo. Have a good night." Don't let me do that again. Don't ever let me do that again. I've gotten to the point where I respect spiders. And it's like, so long as they don't come near me, or it's functionally, so long as they don't touch me in any sense, like they don't crawl on my skin, they don't get on my bed, they don't get on my desk, I'll leave them alone. I'll leave them alive. Like, you see, I'll see one on my bookshelf, it's like, okay, so there's rules, my guy. You're not allowed to be anywhere near me. And they're like, okay. I'll just sit up shop over here. And I'm like, yeah. Over there. Don't touch me. I will fucking murder you. And they're like, oh yeah, it's okay, it's okay. We'll be good, we'll be clean, we'll be cool. And then one day they touch me and I'm like, okay, time to die. I think one of the worst ways I killed a spider was... there was actually... So I killed a moth and a spider, both in a very similar way. For moth, I ended up catching a moth in my bathroom. I put it in some tissue paper, that's how I caught it. And then I soaked the tissue paper and ended up leaving it there, soaking wet, all night. Tissue paper was still damp when I last found it, and I'm pretty sure that the moth laid eggs on the tissue paper. Like, just a straight up, 180 on what I expected to happen. I did not take too kindly to the fact that there was yellow orb balls on the tissue paper that I'd set out to use. Thunder and lightning. It's like, that is not what I expected, it to be used for. I did not like it. I killed the moth, I squished it. It did not like me, but it died pretty quickly. Actually, no. I didn't even squish it. I threw it into the sink and burned it alive with scalding hot water. That's what happens when you try and have That's what happens when you try and have babies in front of me. I think my moth killing story is angering the gods. Another story is when I found a big old spider. Now this is when I didn't have any love and care for spiders. caught in a jar because it was in my bathroom and way too close to me. And I threw it in a cleaned out peanut butter jar and filled it up with scalding hot water and watched the spider suffer. And then no, I think it was first cold water, like room temperature water, and then the spider was just floating around there, and it's like, well, that's not fun. You're supposed to be in pain. And so then I turned it into scalding hot water, and eventually the spider, I'm pretty sure I cooked it from the inside, from the outside in. And it's an unfortunate story that I'm remembering. But I'm pretty sure I cooked that spider from the outside in. Pretty confident about that. Yeah, the gods really don't like my story. I'm almost out of hacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Let's talk about a nightmare I had once. Now this is a really old nightmare. Back when I was a really young child, 3 years ago. It was actually a lot longer than 3 years ago when I had this actual nightmare dream. I ended up having a dream about it was like one of those kid dreams about ninjas killing my parents. It was very weird, very actually scary. Because back when I was younger, in order to spend more time with my mother, in any case that I could, I would try and prolong my bedtime by doing things like, oh, I need to get water, oh, blah blah blah, and then I'd try and talk to her, blah blah blah. And it usually worked, Mother was very patient with me. Probably shouldn't have been, but she was. And in this dream, so the prelude to this dream, I had woken up in the middle of the night and I was like, I'm not comfy in my bed. And so I'd gone out into my living room, which is just down the hall, and I laid down in the living room with my blanket and stuff like that. I went back to bed in the living room. And so in this dream I was whatever. I go use the bathroom, I come back, I hear a scream. Ninjas pop out of my room. It's like, ninjas? But still I get scared and I try and run away. And have you ever had that thing where you're running or walking and then you become conscious of the action? And your body, it gets harder and harder to run and or walk in your dream? That's actually a real medical phenomenon. And it's to stop your body from... Your body's inducing sleep paralysis to stop you from... Your body is inducing sleep paralysis to stop you from running or moving around in your actual sleep and hurting yourself. It's a real thing. But still, for some reason, somehow, some way to somehow, and I was fucking struggling after a while. Like, the hallway seemed to stretch on, and walking didn't work, and so I was trying to grip onto the hallway passage in order to pull myself along, which in and of itself was already a task. So I was trying to pull myself along in this frantic situation where I was trying to run from ninjas, and I get to the end of the hallway and I pull myself around the corner and I'm facing into the living room, and I see myself laying there sleeping on the floor. And it's like, I have full understanding that that is me sleeping on the floor. It's like not some kind of doppelganger or anything like that. No special effects like that. And it's like one of the freakiest things I've ever had a dream about, because it's like I should not have known what I looked like while sleeping because I was asleep and I wasn't able to see myself in third person. Like, I was tranquil as all fuck, sleeping in third, and I saw myself in third person. And it's like, that's freaky deaky. Like, clearly it left an imprint on me, you know, I'm talking about it today. But it's like, that was freaky for me back when I was a kid. Another dream I had. It was around the same era, I think a couple years earlier, if not a little bit earlier. I had my bed facing in a different direction. I used to have my bed facing towards the west, where the head of my bed was facing to the west, which would make me, well, looking or sitting on my bed, if I was sitting, you know, facing the direction I was sitting on my bed straight and facing forwards, the length of my bed, I would end up looking at my window, which looked directly at the main highway, which ran past our house. Now, this was more of a, I can almost say abandoned area. Like, we were on the main highway, but we were like an old person, you know, retirement cul-de-sac area. You know, as I said, for old people to retire. But this area, for some reason I had a dream about a fire truck. And the dream started off with, it was a regular night, just, you know, seeing the cars, the lights of the cars passing by. But for some reason, a fire truck came careening down the small incline that led to our yard. And then, you know the ladder box that the trucks have? For some reason, they just bashed that through my window, and it freaked me the fuck out. I woke up with a start, and I got... Basically, immediately I was like, my bed is no longer facing that direction, ever. And from that day, I never had my bed facing towards my window. Like, I do not have my... I always face opposite or away from my window. I don't like facing my window anymore. Like, that's the kind of thing. Let's see. What other unique stories do I have? I almost died in the middle of the night by eating an apple. That was fun. It was late nights. I woke up and I'm like, I want to have a snack. I took an apple, and I took a big old bite, and I took too big of a bite. And a chunk of the apple, like a good chunk of the apple, was left unchewed, and I left it unchewed because I was going to eat it slowly, you know, chew it up, swallow the little bits, chew more. For some reason, I had unintentionally swallowed the entire chunk, and it got stuck in my throat. Now, I'm pretty sure I got lucky, aside from, you know, because I'm pretty sure I was choking for a solid minute. And now, for some reason, my first thought was not, I need to burst into my mother's room to get help, who is literally at the end of the hallway. No. My first thought was to either try and push it back up, or just suck it down, you know, pick one pick one direction and force it. And then I ran into the bathroom, trying to see if I could somehow watch it go down or see where it's stuck. I must say, I don't think I was actually choking on it. I think I swallowed it and it got stuck just below the spot where your divider is for your windpipe and your for your esophagus. I think it got stuck just at the end of that. That's a lot of dripstone. So much so that I was still able to breathe while I was choking. It was not a fun experience. I was in a lot of pain, especially after I eventually swallowed it down. And then I had to feel it very slowly, very, very slowly, make its way down down into my stomach. Now, it didn't have sharp edges. It was an apple piece. But for a young boy and for a big apple chunk that was shaped like a triangular pyramid, it had very sharp edges. It was agony until I fell asleep. Like, after I had finished, saving myself from choking because, men do it themselves, they don't ask others for help. I basically crawled into my mother's bed and went to sleep, or tried to for a little while. Definitely wasn't the highest IQ move I could have made. The whole not getting help when help was needed type of situation. But I'm alive! Creating trash content for everyone to laugh at. No, it's not trash. I'm pretty awesome. I'm pretty amazing. I do good content. Totally. 100%. 100%. That's a joke. I do pretty bad content. I mean, like, I don't even have to make jokes anymore. My life is a joke. Let's see. Another choking story. I don't have much more than choking stories, okay? I think from these stories, I've decided that, was it the choking fetish that people sometimes have? Really isn't my style. I learned pretty early on that that's not how I want to go out. I was in elementary school, actually, for this one. And so, I was on the playground, I was just going out onto the playground, actually. And I was eating an orange. And I swallowed it, and it seems like the pith, the white shit on the orange, was too strong. And it took the entire, I guess you could say, slab, when I wasn't expecting it. And it got stuck halfway down my throat. And I wasn't in a scenario where I even could call for help. Number one, I couldn't call in general. Ouch. Number two, there wasn't much they could really do to help. Like, I guess they could give the Heimlich, but still. If they don't even know that you're dying, then there's not much they can do to help. Pretty hard to help when you don't even know they're dying. Either way. It was a very awful experience, because I had to reach down my throat with my skinny little, what is it? I want to say like grade 5 fingers. And I had to grab hold of the little bit of orange that was still in the upper part of my mouth and pull the entire orange piece out of it. It was not a fun time. That was one that really made me scared for my life. Like, the apple one was pretty bad, but that one really made me scared for my life. Then I had to do the same thing on a piece of meat, like, less than a year later, because I got scared. I did not have a... Apparently I have a lot of choking issues. I've only just come to realize how many choking issue-related incidences... Like, it's only been, what, 3-4 times that I've actually choked on food. But still, it's like, maybe there's a pattern saying that I'm not good at eating. Oh, cunt. Right, that was leading to a pathway that goes down, but need it. But yeah, that's about all the eventful events that have ever happened in my life. I almost got hit by a car trying to get on my bus back in elementary school. Guess that's an eventful event. It wasn't even a car, it was a truck, like a semi. Yeah, he was crossing, I was just about to cross the road, and the bus driver honked and I got startled, and I stopped, and the car fucking flew past in front of my face, and it was like, that's not fun. Like, good thing I paid attention. Good thing I got scared by the bus driver, which was probably his intent. Like, something that startles me and makes me, stop was probably the intent. No. How about no? I think that's been about all the near-death experiences that I've had. Yeah, I think so. Choking to death, almost. Choking to death, almost. Choking to death, almost. Almost getting hit by a car. Yeah, that looks about right for all the events that I've had, I think. Nice. Now we actually bring all this bullshit up. Like, we still have more of the cave to actually go through, but we have to... Ooh. How about... No. Okay. You wanna play it that way? Let's play it that way. I'll fucking wait you out till the end of time, bitch. Gold, iron. No, I still don't understand why I put flint in my monster box. It's a very strange thing to do. Burn! Burn, slutbags! Nice. Maybe I'll be able to get a dog. There was dogs around here, right? There was. Let's not be hiding my mine. Ooh. They're not hiding in my mine. And we got beets now. Pretty nice. I like beets. Beets by Dre. No, I don't know. To make a second pathway up this way. This, beets, melon, that. Diorite, gravel, that. That. Okay. This is the only annoying part, going back up and down like 100 times. Blueberries. Yeah, it's a fun feeling. Right? It's a wonderful feeling. My favorite part is when my heart literally just doesn't stop. Yeah, neither would I, actually. Yeah, that's right. I just didn't use the right, what is that, adjective? Random trash, random trash. Random trash. I'm doing good, we're doing good, actually. Like, it's a bit surprising how good we're doing, but we're doing it. We are doing it. Those. Thank you for that, Danielle. Are you able to Danielle? No, don't do that. That's bad. Don't ever remember that. That was a bad one. Remember that, I'll have to kill you. Don't do it. Well, now you see, I've got to go find you to murder you. I mean, like, I won't say it's an admission of guilt if it happens. I'm just saying, now it's gonna happen. Look at my pumpkin farm and my melon farm. Not necessarily exclusive. How dare you? How dare you? Fucking bastard. He wanted to go on the wrong side. We don't let outliers live in this land. It's like, I think I made this a bit too big, actually. I think I made this farm just a teeny bit too big. That's That's a lot of pumpkins. I could. You're right. Can't wait till I get like haste or something like that. I broke my axe. Granted, the axe is already almost broken, but still. Like, this is the, fun time. Hey, no worries, thanks for dropping by, actually. This is the fun time of Minecraft. I got a lot of pumpkins here. Well, that's very kind of you. We'll be back next week. Thank you for stopping by in the first place. You know, it's always good to see new people. It's always fun to speak with new people. They got interesting personalities that I can laugh at. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm an asshole, just not that big of one. No, I'm just an asshole. They're literally respawning, not necessarily faster than I can cut them down, but still pretty fast. I wonder how big I'm gonna make my wheat farm. Now that's a question worth asking. Definitely should figure out how to make that an automatic melon farm. Though, it should be able to make it an automatic on and off melon farm specifically. Blocks, blocks. Blocks. I am 54. That's a good melon. But you know what? It's actually a pretty good time right now. We've been on for about 2.5 hours. We did a bunch of stuff. It didn't look like we did a lot of stuff, but we did a bunch of stuff. We finished planting our forest. This would be a bad time for a creeper to show up. We finished planting our forest of pumpkins and melons. We didn't do anything out here except for look around like idiots. We got glowberries. We got torches. They weren't real useful. And we got Nightmare. You know, we're doing good. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and watching and joining us today. If you like what you saw, but check us out some. If you didn't, then oh well. Thank you so much, and have a great night.